Hello everyone and welcome to the program Talk Sports on Global Television. I am Samuel Odi. Many thanks for joining on today's edition of the program, and we want to sincerely apologize for coming a little bit behind schedule due to some technical issues which has obviously been properly resolved. So we'll be getting to the action of today. There's a whole lot to talk about. Qualifiers is around the corner tomorrow, almost a few hours down the line, where the Super Eagles will be facing Rwanda in Kigali, and also South Africa also will be having a matchup tomorrow. We'll be having all of those conversations on today's edition of the program. We'll be dwelling mostly on the qualifications and also talk about Manchester United and Chelsea, as they have signed individual players. Those two teams have signed individual players from different teams. No, Chelsea have signed two players from Sporting Lisbon, and then Manchester United are looking to see if they can get Borussia Dortmund's Felix to be part of the squad. They're looking to splash around 40 million pounds to make that happen. So we'll see how that pans out, if with the current change and player cuts and staff cut that is currently going on with Manchester United would help them have the kind of money that is required to land Felix, so who is playing currently with Borussia Dortmund. And we look at the Nigerian Professional Football League, as there are a lot of features that will be coming up this weekend. We'll be having those conversations, as well as trying to x-ray all the major talking points in the world of sports. But we'll be starting from the home front as always, but I'm not alone in the studio. I have a friend and a brother and a sports analyst, Olariwaju Jesse, who will be joining me live, or who is right here with me in the studio, who will help us have today's conversation. Thank you so much for joining us to this edition.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Yes.
To be here again.
Yes. So let's start from the home front, as Ansari. Haruna displays Ansari as Africa's top-ranked star. That's talking about the world of table tennis in Africa. Nigeria's Kwadri Haruna has overtaken Egypt's Omar Ansari to become Africa's highest-ranked player in the world. Now sitting at the 18th position in the world, in the last week draft, and then sitting at number 12th ranking place as at Tuesday. Haruna has moved up from the 19th place in week 11 to 18 in the latest ranking, while Ansari drops from 17 to 19th. Denmark's Jonathan Goret took over Ansari's 17th place, moving up from the 18th position. Despite finishing as the runner-up at the 2025 ITTF African Cup, Haruna's impressive performance at the WTT tournament this year has boosted his ranking. Haruna remains the only African male player to have reached the semi-finals of the WTT contender in Doha, representing his 2023 feat earlier this year in January. This year's performance was very superb, and then he got knocked out by the best of the best, who is actually the world number 2 when it comes to table tennis. So we see how Haruna Kwadri has been doing his homework properly and has been advancing when it comes to the world of tennis. Now he's sitting as number 1 in Africa and then number 17th in the global stage. So we'll just see how that pans out for him. When he was sitting at number 17th, 19th position, that's in January, he faced the world number 2, who also defeated him. Though Haruna Kwadri gave him a run for his money, but at the end of the day, the world number 2 had more strategies and more things rolled up in his sleeves that he was able to use to defeat Haruna Kwadri, who is also sitting as the number 1 man, the man that owns the key to the African continent when it comes to table tennis. So looking at Haruna Kwadri, we've known how amazing he has been over the years. What can you say for him to be able to do? Currently there is a feature coming up in India where he will be featuring as well. How well do you think this current stance now is going to help him in the near future?
Well, Haruna have showed in a couple of years since when I've been growing up, hearing about Haruna Kwadri, the table tennis player. He has been playing well.
Yes.
He has been doing that, and kudos to him now. Him being the number 1 in Africa now is a big step for him and for his team, because that shows he's a very good player. He has tried. He has represented Nigeria well. So now this is a morale booster for him moving forward. going to this tournament to stay increase his ranking in the
India.
world. Yes, in the world, because now currently he's number one, but he still needs to get more of those points, and by doing that he needs to win more games. And it's in a good place now, being
A very good place.
African best, African number one. It comes with a lot of challenge, a lot of burden, and Aruna Korea have shown in years that he's capable to deliver. So I believe in him. So let's see how it goes in India. We're supporting him. At least putting our name, is putting Nigeria on the map always in every tournament. So this is same as what I said the last time. Is an advice to other people that are looking up to be a title challenger to win table tennis. So they should try, they should improve with it. You need more number ones. Number one, number two, number three can come from Nigeria. It's a plus for us.
Based on the fact that we have the talent and everything required to be able to actualize those levels and those feats, so we are not surprised to see that Nigerians are actually at this level. So Aruna is actually currently contending for $275,000 in India. That's like the prize money that will be won if he emerges as champion of the TTF that is currently going on. That will be kick-starting next week, I beg your pardon, in India, to be starting from the 25th of March to the 30th of March. All of this will be kick-starting in India, so we'll see how all of that pans out, and we'll definitely bring you updates with what is currently going on. And then moving away from that, let's look at Warri Rugby Rumble holds in April. Rugby activities return to Warri Annex, that's the Delta State, and hosting of Warri Rugby Rumble from April the 4th to the 7th, 2025 at the Nana Model College. Warri Rugby events will feature the South Rugby champions Edo State Rugby male team against the Warri Rugby Football Club in 7, 10 and 15 aside rugby challenge matches. The visitors who recently qualified for the National Rugby League finals will use this encounter as one of the warm-up friendly preparations. According to the organizers and coach of the Warri Eagles Rugby Club, Victor Mwachukwu, it would be a huge privilege to host the South Zonal champions in Warri after many years, thanks to the efforts of the old and senior rugby players in Warri. Visitors from Abuja, Edo, Asaba, England are also expected to come and catch the rugby spectacular. So looking at this now, the Sports Commission made mention of the fact a couple of weeks ago we had this conversation about, having grassroots sporting activities being, developed and, creating competitions, tournaments that will get these guys ready for the international stage. So looking at this current rugby competition now that will be coming up on the 4th, from the 4th to the 7th of April, how well do you think it's going to create more awareness for families and for kids to get involved with rugby?
It's a good step. It's a good step to follow in showcasing these sports.
Because we are always known for football, just football, boxing, a little bit of basketball, and then athleticism.
Yes, so this is a good one for the country and for everybody to know that rugby is in Nigeria.
Yes,
because a lot of people love rugby, and same as Nigeria, we have this physics, we have everything to show that yes, we can play this rugby game. It's just technical ability and a few things we just need to do to put ourselves there. But physically, mentally, Nigeria, I feel we are there to play rugby. So it's a good wake-up call. And this tournament coming up
in the month of April from 4th to the 7th.
Yes, it will showcase more. It will more awareness, and they are playing the champion in Nigeria. So it's a good thing for Nigeria, for the Rugby Association, the Rugby Union, because rugby is a good sport. It's an entertaining sport. So people actually feel the sport is about war or fight. It has its own technical ability. It has its own good side of the sport. So I'm a fan of rugby, and it's a good thing
you know, looking at South Africa, that's aside. I think South Africa get to push more of rugby than even football.
Yes. They have this. A lot of them from their schools. From schools, they tend to play this rugby sports. That's what we need to do in Nigeria, because you have to, when you want to this tournament, you need to pick those players from when they are young. You groom them, and you know, anything you learn when you are young, it tends to live with you. It tends to grow with you. So you just need to grow. It's not like when you are now. You're not 18, you're not 25, you're 30, that's when you want to learn these sports. It's not, I'm not saying you can't learn at any age.
But you can be more effective.
Yes, like when you learn them from when you're very young, because you just build on it, you just improve on it. So it's a good thing for Nigeria. Let people know, yes, rugby is here to stay and is here in Nigeria. So if you have a dream of playing rugby, so just look out for an academy or look out for the sport, and we go from there and see how maybe we'll be the rugby champion. We take that from South Africa, because South Africa have been showing they are a very good rugby side. They have been challenging in the world. They have won world titles.
I think they are currently the world champions.
Yes, so they are a very good side in rugby. So it's a good thing for Nigeria to follow, and not just rugby, a lot of sports. There are a lot of sports. Sports is more than football now, and a lot of people. Not everybody can be a footballer, and not everybody can play football professionally. And there is a lot of sports. There are a lot of sports in the world. You just need to pick passion for one and build on it. And these federations in Nigeria to support them from the grassroots, bring out grassroots tournaments. All these kind of tournaments now, you brush them up for bigger competition. So it gives them. It's like. You know, like when you're preparing for something, when you prepare now, you know, okay, I'm not good at this. This is where I need to improve. This is where I need. But without these tournaments, and we were not always preparing for the tournaments early. If you're going for tournament now, like 1 month, that's where you see fire brigade approach preparing. But so we need to do more in Nigeria about sports, not just football. So all these sports, they should encourage these sports and bring them on.
Well, hopefully, you know, we are seeing all of those changes coming up, and then adaptation of new sporting activities. Definitely, you know, we're hoping to see more high-level sporting activities to kickstart and to just keep on going here in Nigeria. But let's move away from table tennis, rugby. Now let's talk a bit of football, as the Nigerian FA Cup, that's the Federation Cup, has, we all know that it has kick-started. And then let me just bring you an update from the matches that were played yesterday. Bendel Insurance coach Greg salutes players after convincing win. So he's excited. Bendel Insurance, the former 2023 FA Cup champions, that is the Federation Cup champions, head coach Greg has praised the Benin Arsenal. That's what they are known for their commitment, particularly the way they approach the game with underdogs Dan Didi Babes FC yesterday, having secured their spot in the round of 32. Greg says that his words must now put their energies on their Saturday league tie against Sunshine Stars in Benin City. Insurance are currently 9th position on the league table and will be hosting Sunshine Stars this Saturday, and the kickoff time is by 4 p.m. So looking at all of this now, at least, just this past weekend they suffered a defeat, and then coming into the FA Cup they were able to secure a victory against an NNL side. Experience and size also matters. So now they are all super excited for what's to come when it come by this weekend, when they'll be facing Sunshine Stars. Still the same on the other hand, we see Heartland Owerri. There will be an Oriental Derby which will be coming on the 2nd in the month of April. But before then, the Oriental Derby will be headlining Presidential Federation Cup of the 32nd round after defeating CP Strikers of Borno State. Yes, Heartland FC will slug it out with Rangers in a round of 32 President Federation Cup Oriental Derby on the 2nd of April. It is a top feature of round of 32. Rangers had on Tuesday defeated Kano Pillars 1-0 to book their spot in the next round through Chidozie Okeris, while the NAS Millionaires past CP strikers through Tenado Shimagade and Anthony Omeka's second half goals in Jaws. In other round of 32 fixtures, Warri Wolves will clash with Shooting Stars. The Seasiders beat Real Bros FC of River State 2-0, while the Oleyele Warriors got a walkover in win over Zamfara United, who did not honor their tie fixture for here in Abuja. Academy Warriors will be facing Eyimba in another all-Nigerian Premier League tie, where Bayelsa United will lie in wait for FC Basel, that their foes Atlanta FC of Nigeria, who defeated Atlanta FC of Niger 5-0. In other ties, Lobby Stars will try Solution FC for sides. Sunshine Stars will now take tackles with Plateau United beyond limits, and Rivers United have a date in the next round, while Ikorodu City will engage Crown FC in its Southwest Derby after managing to dislodge Sunshine Stars under 19 4-3 on penalties following a 1-1 draw at full time. So now let's look at the Nigerian Professional Football League log table. We know Romeo Stars are sitting up with 57 points, and then the other teams follow suit. But before we get right into all of this conversation, let's go on a quick break, and then when we come back, we'll have more conversation around Nigerian Professional Football League. Yes, many thanks for staying with us. Now let's have the conversation for the weekend features, and then we'll just try. Olaiwaju was saying something about the standings and the margins of the point margins of the top five and how close they are. And then we're looking at Romeo Stars. Romeo Stars are sitting at number one, obviously, with 57 points, and then Rivers United following suit with 49 points. Enugu Rangers, who are the current champions of the Nigerian Professional Football League, sitting at number top position with 45 points. Ikorodu City, upsetting people still with 45 points, and then Abia Warriors with 44 points. Shooting Stars, that used to be the second and now the sixth position. Kano Pillars still tailing behind. Now let's look at it now. Looking at this current stance now, who should Romeo Stars be more worried of in terms of form?
Well, I would say it's still Rivers United.
Yes.
Because if you look at their run of game, to the way they are now, they have been consistent. They have been winning games. Shooting Stars, they were second, now they're still where they are. So you know how competitive the league is.
Yes.
If you look from the second to the 10th position, it's just 9 points. 3 games different. Anything can happen. Anybody can be in third, anybody can be in fourth.
Yes.
But Remo Stars, they have put themselves at the upper echelon already. They have 57 points, but still they still need to get more points, because as you know, football, anything can happen.
2 weeks ago, Romeo Stars suffered a defeat 2-1. They suffered 2-1, and then they came in this past weekend and then they won. And then the statement that the head coach of River United made, talking about Finidi George now, he said he's waiting for Romeo Stars to make another mistake and slip again. So looking at it now, we know there are 8. Looking at the current standings now, 8 points gap between Rivers United and Remo
Remo
Stars. From the look of things now, they need like 2 games or at most 3 games. If they can win the next 3 games and Remo Stars losing maybe 1 or drawing, then there will be a problem for them. But let's look at Enugu Rangers, who are the current champions, and Rivers United, and also let's not give out Ikorodu City, who are also at 45 points with Enugu Rangers. How do you think? What's your prediction for this top 4?
Well, it's an entertaining top 4,
just like the EPL. Right?
Yes, you understand. So that's why we love the game of football. It's not just a passerby game. So everybody needs to put in their A game, need to doing their best. So that's why you see Rivers United where they are now, same as Enugu Rangers, the champion. The champion is in the top position, and just let me not say struggling, but current position where they are is not where they want to be at this stage of the league. So it's a good thing for Nigeria's MPFL. You should know that the league is competitive, and anything can happen. Just as Finidi George said, if Remo Stars slip off, lose the game, or draw a game, or lost, because Rivers State in their last 5 games they have not lost.
Does not lose.
They have win marks, they get draw, and that's their best point. But why Remo Stars is different, because Remo Stars tend to win more games. Remo Stars win more games because, and it's about winning, not about draw. So at time you need to, in 2 win, you get in 2 draw, 3 draw. If I get 2 win, that's 6 points. With your 3 draws, you are left with 3 points. So at the end of it, you need more wins, and that's what Remo Stars have been doing. They have been winning more games. They have been proving that they are good. They have been showing themselves. So let's see how it goes. I love the league. I like how it's going.
It's very competitive. It's very interesting, and it's more fun. Keeping people at the edge of their seats. That's what football is all about. Generally, that's what sport is all about. Generally, but talking about sports now, and interesting things happening. There is another interesting thing that is currently going on in the Super Eagles camp in Kigali, where Yusuf, that's talking about Al Hassan Yusuf, will be missed, or he is missing the showdown against Rwanda. Now, I know you're wondering why he would be missing. Now, the suspense here is that the man is not injured, but now it's a discipline action that was taken by Coach Eric Chile. Now let me bring you up to speed. The New England Revolution hard-working midfielder Al Hassan Yusuf is automatically ruled out of tomorrow's 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifier between Nigeria and Rwanda, despite breezing into the team's radiation camp in Kigali on Tuesday night. But now, here is the twist. Coach Eric has reported that ordered that any player who did not feature in Tuesday's training will not be part of the match. Meanwhile, the Super Eagles will hold their official match training at the stadium this evening as Coach Chile fine-tunes his strategy for the must-win cracker. Tomorrow's match will obviously kick off by 6 p.m. Rwanda time and 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Now, the reason why Al Hassan will not be featuring, not because you didn't come to camp, but you arrived late.
Yes, it's a discipline. You have to be disciplined. Moving on in life, you have to be disciplined in doing anything you're doing in life. So that goes to being a professional footballer. You understand? And I know before the call up and after the call up, maybe it's through a letter or through a text message. I don't know the means, or email. I don't know the means of communication. They have been stated you need to be in camp this time, and I know majority of the clubs they leave their players after the weekend games. You could go, no, but I don't think anybody have a game on Monday.
No, there wasn't. So, no game
so
on Monday.
Preparing, you need to be in camp by this time. This is the time you're supposed to be there. So it's a good thing because Eric Chelle is the new coach. You need to show that he is the boss of Super Eagles. Yes, so they need to be disciplined in the camp. Everybody should know that we are not here to joke, we're here to win. Al Hassan is a very good midfielder. Kudos to him to be here. It's not easy to be here. A lot of players want to be in this team to play for Nigeria. So it's a good thing for him to show that he's in camp. He needs other players needs to learn also. You need to set out an example for other players to follow.
You're not
You need
dispensable.
yes,
That's
you
just
need
the
to
message.
be in camp this time. And I know you have his reasons. I'm not criticizing him,
Yeah.
but moving forward as a professional, you need to work with time and you need to be disciplined. And kudos to Eric Cherry. So let's see how it goes. And we can't say Alansa will be missed. So, but he's a very good midfielder. He has shown he has been performing very well for us too. But I can't say he's a very good integral member of the team.
Yes.
But he's a team player. Yes, because he has not had more games. He's more like a squad player. So, but it's still a good thing for him, representing the country anytime, to leave his club side, to be in Nigeria, to be in Kigali to represent Nigeria is a good thing. So everything we just, at the end of everything we just need to win our both games.
But do you think that it was a rash decision, because we know the camp opened on Sunday evening? Coach Eric and the coach and the crew all got to Kigali as a Sunday. They took off, I think, around brunch time in Nigeria, and then got to Rwanda later in the evening the same Sunday. So now, and then most players, Victor Osimhen and co, arrived on Monday morning, and then towards the evening we saw the likes of Alex Iwobi, Ndidi, Ademola Lookman, all of them coming together in the same flight to Rwanda. So I think they all met in England and just all came back together.
I know that Alassane, his club is in USA, so I understand the travel time is different from the UK and everything, but still everything still goes in planning. You understand? Because I know from the message, from sending the message, he let them know that you need to be in camp by this time. You don't need to miss the first training. This is a new coach you are talking about.
You've never
you understand? You have not played with him. A lot of things need to be learned, and you can't learn it in 3 days. So the little time he has, he need to show what he has in stock for us. You understand? His pattern, his training drills, his routine, his physicality, the formation, what he needs, and you understand? So you don't need to miss out on all these things. So you need to. It's a good thing. I'm in support with Eric Cherry, but this goes to every player in the team. Once you have been called up, you need to show up early.
Okay. You know, it's a must win. These 2 matches are a must win.
Very must win.
So now, what strategies? We know we are used to our 4-3-3 formation for the Super Eagles. That's what we saw Austin Eguavoen. That was what he used a couple of times. So now, what tactics and strategies do you think Eric should come with? You know, based on the fact that he has coached Mali before now, and we saw the style and how Mali played, and then how far they went in the African Cup of Nations. How well do you think now he's going to fit in with the style? And you know, we know Nigeria, the Super Eagles, we play attacking football. So now we have concerns about our midfield, passes, distribution, and all of them. Though the Wonders have made, you know, they've opened one of their secrets by saying that they are going to try and find a way to mark out the man who is super much in form. Talking about Victor Osimhen now, they made mention of the fact that they will mark him out. But looking at all of those now, how well do you think now the Super Eagles now, or Eric Cherry, what strategies do you think he should bring into play that would help Super Eagles win this match?
Well, first, with the lineup, with the team we have now, is a very good attacking team. If you look at the midfielders, we have few midfielders, but they are effective. They're very good midfielders. Talk about Ndidi, talk about Iwobi. You understand? So I believe Eric Cherry needs to go. I know he's not a defensive minded coach. He's an attacking minded coach. And Nigeria, we are an attacking team. Our qualities, we have attacking quality players. You understand? So if Rwanda feel they can mark Osimhen out, which I know they can't, you have a lot of players. The African base is there. Talk about Ademola Lookman. A lot of players. That's the quality Nigeria brings. You understand?
Currently now, Ademola Lookman and Samuel Chukwueze are being ranked as a top, one of the among the top 50 best dribblers that they have in
Those are the qualities they bring to their game, the flair they bring to the game, and scoring more goals, winning trophies. You understand? So those are the things. So, but now in Eric Cherry, I believe we just need to pass the ball more. You understand? And we should be decisive with our passes. That is very
How
essential.
crucial do you think Alex Iwobi will be for the midfield of Nigeria now currently?
Alex-
because obviously he's one of the playing in number 10
10th position. Yes, Alex Iwobi is a very good player. He has shown in Fulham. He has shown in Nigeria Cup a lot of years. He has shown that he's a very good player. He gives his all if he's representing the country. So if you have an Ndidi sitting down doing the marking, and it will be also do the marking, is a good thing. Means the person I feel could fill in that place again that was not called, that was the Frank Onyeka.
Yes.
But still, we still
Maybe if you have a double standing four now, I think that midfield is locked.
Yeah, but Ndidi plays more as a lone four, but he just needs his number 10 to sit to receive the ball and distribute the ball. And Ndidi is a good passer. He knows how to distribute the ball also. But we just need to hold more of the ball. And we have showed the players we have, the Olaino, the Ekong, the Bassi, you understand, these players have showed in their club that they can play, they can play from the back. If you want to play from the gap, we need to build up. We not just hit the ball around. I don't know the pattern Rwanda is coming, the approach of the game, but we should bring in an approach that is going to win us the game. We're talking all about 3 points here. A 1-0 is a 3 points. A 2-0 is a 3 points. A 3-0 is a 3 points. A 2-1 is a 3 points. So we need a 3 points actually now. So we need to showcase our talents. They need to go all out. And Erichelle, with his Malian side, he should have a very physical team. He play physical football.
Yes.
You understand? Physical football and more of the ball. You understand? So if you can contain the ball, the more you have the ball, the more you can play football.
Yes.
You understand? But it's not when you are chasing around the ball, you don't have. You need to dictate the game. The reading of the game. We Nigerian as Super Eagles, we need to dictate the game. We have those players, super talented players, and you can see they are showing all of them where they are in their club side. They are in very good clubs, majority of them. So for marking Osimhen, I know Osimhen is going to score a goal, and same as our African best.
Yeah. Yes. So what's your prediction now for tomorrow?
For tomorrow, because how the game is going to be, Rwanda will feel. Rwanda will want to be more because they're in a good position with 7 points. They just need like a draw or if they could win, but we need a win. So our approach to the game is going to be different. And I know Rwanda want to contain, want to hold the game or defensively, but the more you defend, the more we bring the attack. So I go for a 2-1 win or a 3-1 win.
Okay, let's see how that pans out. And again, like you rightly mentioned, having more possession of the ball would help you dictate how the whole match is going to play out. Looking at our midfield now, I think Alex Iwobi has improved more. His confidence has built so much. He has been a starter all through this season, for Fulham, and then it shows that there's something he's obviously doing very right, and then we would hope to see that same level of enthusiasm bringing it into tomorrow's future against Rwanda. Again, we can't just help but talk about the fact that these two matches are actually a must-win. We've seen Victor Osimhen, who says he really wants to get to the World Cup. We've seen Kenneth Omeru, who says the Super Eagles can't miss World Cup consecutively twice. And then the captain, Chuks Ekong, has actually said, let's get to work. And he says the team is ready to get the ball rolling. And then we just cheer as for Nigerians who are in Rwanda, go out and support the Super Eagles, and those that can fly in should fly in and support the Super Eagles, and make sure we get that amazing 3 points that we so desire, and also come back home and do the same. So let's move away. Still talking about World Cup qualifiers. South Africa went on the Red Litos, says Hugo Bro. South Africa will chase a key win in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying campaign when they welcome Lotus to the Peter Stadium for a Group C match on Friday evening, still with kickoff, which will be starting at 6 p.m. Bafana will be coming into the match place in the second group level on 7 points with surprise leaders Rwanda after 4 completed match days. They were last in action in this competition in June of last year, recording a 1-1 draw away to Nigeria, followed by a 3-0 home triumph over Zimbabwe. Bro said roadside will be confident of keeping their momentum built in their successful African Cup of Nations qualification campaign, which was wrapped up in November last year with back-to-back wins over Uganda away and South Sudan at home. So looking at South Africa now, Bafana, they are all hyped and ready to go with 7 points still level with Rwanda. How do you think their future is going to, pan out?
Well, as you can see, as South Africa, they with 7 points. That's put them in a very good place already.
Yes.
And going to Lesotho, now they know they need that 3 points.
They are even playing at home.
You understand?
Yes.
They know they need that 3 points. And with the approach, I know South Africa always playing in their home. They are always confident. They are full of attacking players. They are home. So let's see. But as in Nigeria, the outcome of the game, if Lesotho could win, is good for us.
Advantage.
Yes, because Rwanda and South Africa, they are in 7 points.
Yes.
And we coming from 3 points now. If we win Rwanda, that's 7 points.
Yes.
And we have a game with Zimbabwe. So let's hope. I'm just hoping. So let's see how it goes. But if South Africa could come out with a win, it's a good win for them. If Lesotho could come out with a shocker, it's also a good thing for Nigeria.
Yes.
Because I confidently we are going to win Rwanda. So moving forward after winning Rwanda, South Africa needs to drop points.
Yes,
as in Nigeria, because we need to balance it. This is the position we have put ourselves in now.
Yes.
We need to pay our opponents lose, and we need to win our game. That's Nigeria.
Nigeria we've always been in all of these positions times and times again. But what can be done to have a different approach based on that fact? Now, we are looking at this now. Currently, the Super Eagles, their backs are against the wall. Now they are being forced to push back.
Yes.
But one thing with Nigerians, not just the Super Eagles, but Nigerians as a people, we know how to bounce back from situations like this. But what can be done differently so as the Super Eagles will be finding themselves in a situation where they have to.
It's approach to every game. It's approach to every game. If you're coming down from your club side, you're coming to Nigeria, you're representing the country, you should know that. I know it's not easy, but you should know that these games are must-win games. Those are our games, the games we drew, especially the one we draw at home.
Yeah.
You understand? Those games are not the games we're supposed to draw, knowing that we want to qualify for World Cup. You understand? Now we are in 3 points now, we are not praying these people lose, we will win. No, we need to win our games. You understand? Those games we drew, imagine we have won them. We will not put ourselves in this position. We are supposed to be in position of being in Rwanda
now and just maybe get a draw.
Because we don't know outcome. We don't know the outcome of the other games. How it's going to pan out. This game, our games against Rwanda, we don't even know the outcome. You understand? So we're just hoping and we are believing as a country and as a fan, we are believing, okay, we are going to win the game. You understand? But still, it's more than that. We need to do more. We need to, the approach to every game needs to be different. We need to win. But this is a new coach. Those 3 points, they're under a different coach. And the management, same goes to NFF. NFF preparation, because the preparation to also cost us. We went like how many more without not having a coach. You understand?
But
we have he stepped in. But no, imagine Eric Chelle now. Because Austin Eguavoen was the interim coach. You
Basically a technical director.
Yes. They know that they are not going to give him the job. The job is not easy. So why don't you find a very good coach since before you sack the other coach? Why didn't you have a very good coach? Because this is the preparation we are talking about. Because imagine we have Eric Chelle. I mean, he has not performed, he has not played, we don't know his approach. But now he is the head coach with the contracts that is binding him with the game. Understand? So since we don't have him earlier, that's why we are in this position. We don't have a coach. Those games, we don't know the approach we are supposed to go with these games. But good one, everybody know now. We know that now we need to win. We are putting ourselves in this position. And this position now we need to win. Moving forward, because we need to be in World Cup. I don't like watching World Cup without Nigeria
playing in the World Cup.
Knowing that we are not going to, in our recent years, we have not been going so far in the World Cup. But that joy, you know, going to the World Cup. And I don't know, maybe the next World Cup will be my first World Cup. So let's see how it goes now.
All right, let's see how it goes. Let's move away from the 2026 World Cup qualifiers. We've seen, you know, Manchester United are making a sudden move to sign Borussia Dortmund star Felix. Manchester United looking or keen to sign Borussia Dortmund star Felix Nemacha. According to reports, the Red Devils will be looking to freshen up their squad during the summer window after a largely disappointing campaign in Ruben Amorim's season at the club. United were linked with the potential move for Amorim's former Sporting Lisbon star Genove. However, they have been beaten to the punch by Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea stole this one again from them. So we'll be looking at them, looking at this new guy now that they're talking about Felix. Yes, Felix, who has been very, very crucial for Borussia Dortmund in the leagues and also in the Champions League. So how well do you think he's going to fit in with Manchester United squad?
Well, it's a good thing for Felix, because Manchester United coming for you is a good thing to show that you're a very good player.
Yes.
And also a good thing, but hopefully it will be done. If it's done, it's a good thing for Amorim, because I know he's overhauling, he's changing his team, he's signing players that suit his pattern. This pattern.
Yeah.
So and the Felix have shown is a very good player, he's a wonder kid, he's performing well. So Amorim, it will take time, and this is the building process. So building process. Let's see how all these players is buying, how they are going to change the dimension of the game, and this pattern. This 3-back is playing. You know, you need a very good players, you need physical players, people that can run more. You understand? So it's a good thing for Felix, and the one they stole from
even Chelsea now. Chelsea has moved very, very far. They splashed 62.4 million euros on 2 young stars from Sporting Lisbon. I just hope they don't send them out on loan. Chelsea have completed the signing of Sporting Lisbon young stars Geneva, Quelle and Diarra in a 62.4 million double deal. The Portuguese side confirmed the transfers, with Quadri's move costing the Blues 43.17 million, and Sporting revealed Eagles will be joining the Blues Premier League side for 18.7 million this summer. So looking at this latest signing from Enzo Marescas, how well do you think? There's something I'm beginning to notice about Enzo. His playing or coaching style is almost like what's his name now, Jose Mourinho, who likes lots of black players. If you're looking at the Chelsea squad now, aside from Cole Palmer and a few couple of other guys, most of the players currently in Chelsea, how well do you think these guys now from Sporting will be able to fit in the EPL?
Well, these guys are young guys. You know, Chelsea policy and signing young players, they believe in the future, and same business wise, they believe in having young players. You understand? So it's a good thing for Maresca, because he needs the best of the best players, and they need to sign them when they are young. And this Quenda guy is a very good player. He's a very good attacking player. So, but still boils down to, will they have chance in the team to play, or they are going to be sent on loan? The usual, because the Estavio guy, these Brazilian guys are coming. Estavio and this other guy, Perez guy from Colombia. That guy is a very good attacking player. So where do you want to put all those players? You understand? So well, I believe Maresca too knows him is sanctioned. I know most of the signing is going to sanction it. So I don't believe it's not his doing. So it's a good thing for him if you have these attacking players in his arsenal. You understand? When you need to call on these players, you need them. And black players, you know what black players bring to your team? The strength, the energy, the technical ability. You understand? So we are there. So most of all these players tend to go for these players because they know their ability, they know what they bring to the team. So, and the black players is not just Maresca thing, it's a Chelsea
It's a
thing.
Chelsea thing,
It
true.
has been a Chelsea thing right from time, signing black players, and this is a new
The
board.
likes of Makalele,
Yes, this is a
Michael
new
Essien,
this is a new team, this is a new system now, a new coach, a new board, and they are still signing those players.
Those on that part of it.
You understand? So it's a Chelsea thing. So kudos to them. They know how these players perform, they know their ability. So I believe more teams need to sign more players, go into Africa, go into the black community, and get a lot of good players for yourself.
Yes, well, as we see, Chelsea signing on new players. Manchester United still trying to make moves to see if they will sign more players. But Sir Jeremy Ratcliffe has always mentioned on the fact that he's going to cut players that are being overpaid, and also, cut staffing so that he'll be able to can build the new stadium that they are planning to build. And also, they've made mention of the fact that there will be an increment of 5% for all of their tickets and for all games that will be played at the stadium. So we'll see how all of this pans out if another team is not going to be ahead of Manchester United to sign off Felix from Borussia Dortmund. I want to say a very big thank you to Olaiwaju Jesse for joining us on today's edition of Talk Sports. And again, we'll just be saying we appreciate everybody who took our time to join, and if you're celebrating, we are all celebrating with you. Thank you so much, Olaiwaju Jesse, for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yes.
And to Nigeria Super Eagles, please, we need a win.
Yes.
You guys to win for us.
All right, the win is very, very important, and we celebrate with everybody, and then we are cheering up to celebrate with the Super Eagles again. My name is Samuel Odi. I'll see you again as we talk more sports. Bye for now.